Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I am Kishore and today we'll be solving an extra region Sudoku created by Akash Dulani. This Sudoku was posted by Akash on his blog World Sudoku. I got to know from the comments under the blog that this Sudoku tripped many of the solvers and they found it a little hard. So the rules of the Sudoku are, in addition to standard classic rules, wherein each row, each column and each 3x3 box of the 9x9 grid contains digits from 1 to 9 without any repetition. Additionally, you see that there are some grey shaded figures in the grid. So each of these shaded figures will also contain the digits from 1 to 9 without any repetition. So these are the rules, and before we start making the solve, if you have been watching the channel regularly and if you feel that we are doing justice to the Sudoku or puzzle in the solving video, please show us your support by hitting the subscribe button below. This will motivate us to keep going and to keep producing quality stuff. So let us start the Sudoku now. So there is a 2 in column 1 and column 2, right? So let me change the mode. I think it is in a different mode. Okay. So 2 is in column 1 and column 2, and which means that 2 in column 3 has 3 cells left, right? It has to be in one of these 3 cells. Okay, 2 is in column 7, 2 is in row 2, which means that 2 must be in one of these 2 cells. Okay, there is a 4 in column 2 and 4 in column row 2, which means that we can place the first digit. So we get our 4 here, so this must be 4. And can we get any more 4s? Okay, so 4 in column 1 and 4 in column 2, which means that 4 must be again in one of these 3 cells. Now we again have a further deduction with the help of the 4s. You see that there is a 4 in column 2 and 4 in column 4, which means that for the extra region to have a 4, we know that all these shaded cells will also contain digits from 1 to 9. So if you have a 4 in this cell, then our extra region cannot have a 4. So which means that you cannot have a 4. So 4 must be in one of these 2 cells, right? So too bad. If you have to eliminate 2 from here, we could have got a 2-4 pair here. But 2 cannot be eliminated as of now because 2 can be here also and it can also be here for the extra region. So let us continue with the 4s. 4 is in row 1 and row 2, which means that 4 must be in one of these 3 cells. No problem. Okay, there is an 8 in row 2, which means that these 2 cells cannot contain an 8, so they must be 6, 7, 9. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8 is ruled out. And column 2 we have a 6, so which means that we can have only the candidates 7, 8, 9 in these cells. But we also need to remember that, why don't we make a corner pencil mark? So 8 must be in one of these 2 cells and 6 must be in one of these 2 cells. So is that giving us something? So 8 is in column 2 and 8 is in column 1, which means that 8 in box 4 must be in one of these 3 cells. So we get a triplet. That is nice. So 8 is here, which means we can eliminate the 8 from here. So again we have the same deduction. Beautiful, guys. Can you have the 8 here? If you have the 8 here, then 8 is ruled out from this cell and all these cells, and this 8 is already ruling out the 8 from these cells, and 8 is here, so you cannot have the 8 here, and this cell also cannot be an 8. So which means if you have an 8, this what is this shape? C-shaped figure cannot contain, or rather a distorted C shape cannot contain an 8. So which means that this cell cannot be 8. So this would have to be our 2, which means this is 4 and this is 8. Beautiful. A really good start. So can we make progress with the 2s further? I don't think so. We have 3 possibilities for the 2 here. So let us try to change our style. So we have a 4 here. Again 4 is not helping really. An 8 here. Okay, 8 is in row 5 and row 6, which means that 8 in row 4 must be in one of these 2 cells, right? Either here or here. Oh, you have an 8 in column 9, so which means that we can eliminate the 8 and place the 8 in row 4 column 7. So let us see if we can carry the 8s further. So 8 in box 2 has lots of possibilities. 8 in box 8. Okay, 8 is in row 8 and row 9, which means that 8 must be in one of these 3 cells. sorry, 2 cells, because 8 cannot be in row 7 column 5. Okay, so what do we do next? Let us start making some candidates maybe. So I just looked at box 9 and I see that from these 2 cells you can eliminate lots of candidates. So 2, 7, 8 and 9, and 1 and 6 are ruled out. So remaining candidates are 3, 4, 5. But you have a 4 in row 9, which means that you will have a 3, 5, right? There is a 3 in column 1, which means that 3 in column 2 must be in one of these 2 cells, and 3 in column 3 must be again in one of these 2 cells, because you have a 3 here. So 3 must be here in these 2 cells. It has a very tight solve, guys. I can just feel it because it doesn't seem to be flowing. There is some tricky step in the Sudoku for sure. 5 is in row 1 and row 3, and 5 must be here. So no wonder it tripped many of our solvers. Okay, is this 5 helping us? So 5 cannot be in these 5 cells, right? So 5 must be in one of these 3 cells. So let us just remember it for now. 5 must be in one of these 3 cells, right? And I also see that 6 cannot be in any of these cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which means that 6 must be in one of these 2 cells, because for this extra region you can have only 6 in one of these 2 cells. No other cell is possible. Okay, you have a 9 in column 6 and column 7, which means 9 must be in one of these 2 cells, one of these 3 cells rather, because this cell, we need to remember while solving a Sudoku that whenever we make a pencil mark inside a cell, just be careful that, those are not the only possible candidates that go inside a cell. So for example, 9 can be here. This is just to show that 2 and 4 can be in one of these 3 cells. So we have to be careful on that part. So 9 can be in any of these 3 cells for now. So again, we are hitting a roadblock. Not much help from the 9. Okay, maybe this cell is very powerful. So 9 is in one of these cells. So 6, 9, 1 and 8 are not possible. So remaining candidates are 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. But you have a 4 here. So 4 is also not possible. So 2, 3, 5, 7. But we also deduce that 5 must be in one of these cells for the extra region. So which means that you cannot have 5 here, as that would remove 5 from all these cells. So this would be 2, 3, 7. Is that helping? So if I have a 2 here, what happens? So I cannot have the 2 here, I cannot have the 2 here, I cannot have the 2 in column 7. I still can have my 2 here. Very tricky, guys. Very, very tricky Sudoku. There's no doubt about it. It feels really hard. Okay, let us look at this cell now. You can't have 7, 8, 9 or 4 or 6, right? So this can only be 1, 2, 3 and 5. So at first sight, this cell looks like it wouldn't help us in the solve. But in fact, if you look closely, it is really helping in the solve, guys. Really. So you know that whatever comes in this cell has to be present in column 2, right? Because each row, column and box contains digits from 1 to 9. So if you have something here, it cannot be here because of classic rule, and it also cannot be in any of these 3 cells because of the extra region rule. And whatever comes here cannot be here because 4 is already taken. So it has to be in one of these 4 cells, right? And we know that 7 and 8 and 9 are not going to be here. So which means that 2 or 6 has to be here, right? So but we don't have a 6 here because 6 is in one of these cells. So this cell can only be a 6. Beautiful, right? A different way to see, and possibly an easier way, perhaps an easier way to see, is that if you have any of 1, 3 or 5, can you place 1, 3 or 5 in column 2? And if you answer that question, you get what I am trying to convey. So your 2 is here, so this would have to be a 2, right? Beautiful deduction, very sharp one. So which means that you have 2 in row 4 and row 5. So 2 cannot be here, so this would be a 2, and we eliminate the 2 from there. So this would, we get a 2 in row 3 now, right? Am I right? Yeah, because 2 cannot be in column 7 and 2 cannot be in row 2, which means that 2 has to be here. and 2 eliminates the 2 from here, so this would be our 2, and 4 must be in one of these 2 cells, right? And does that give our 4? Yes, in fact, because 4 cannot be here, row 1, 4 cannot be here, row 2, and 4 cannot be in this cell also. So for this extra region, we need to have the 4, and there is only one cell left. So this must be a 4, and we also know that 9 must be in one of these 3 cells because of these 2 9s. So 9 must be here. Now we are getting digits all of a sudden, guys. This step was really crucial to see, if I'm not wrong. It's very difficult, and perhaps I think this step would have tripped our solvers. It's not easy to see that, because at first sight you might think there are lots of candidates there and that cell might not really help. Even I first thought that way, but if you look closely, you see that whatever comes here cannot be in these 5 cells and must be in these 4 cells, and we got the 2 here. Beautiful. So now 5 cannot be in these 3 cells, 5 cannot be anywhere here, so we get a 5 6 pair. For this extra region we need to have the 5. So is that resolving any further? Not really. Okay, let us keep continuing to look at this extra region. We have only 3 candidates left. 2, 4, 8, 9, 5 and 6 have been placed. 1, 3 and 7. So 1 cannot be in row 1. So 1 would have to be here. And these 2 cells must be 3, 7 now. You have a 3 in column 6, which means this is a 7. This is a 3. And 7 is eliminated from here. So this is 8, 9. And you have a 2 in column 4. 2 has only one cell in row 1. So 2 must be here. And that gives us the 2 here. So this must be 8, 9 now for row 1, because rest of the digits have been placed. Okay, so you have a 4 here, which means this is not a 4. So this is 3, 5. We have a 3, 5 pair. So which means this must be a 7. And these 2 cells must be 4, 7. But we have a 7 here, so which means this is a 7 and this is a 4. And 7 can be eliminated from here too now. So this must be 8, 9. So we have an 8, 9 pair. So let me remove these pencil marks. So which means that this must be a 6, 7 pair, because 9 is removed from those cells. And now these 2 cells must be 3, 5, right? And we have a 3 in column 6, which means this is 3, this is 5. And that gives us the 6 here, a 5 here. Beautiful, guys. Just one deduction, guys. This deduction is just packing the digits like anything, right? We are bringing the curtains down on the Sudoku so fast. Only one digit we got the 2 here, and which forces the 2 here. And with the help of the 4 next, we are able to continue the Sudoku very fast. I think this is the most difficult deduction in the Sudoku. So 1, 2, 4, 7, 5 and 8. Remaining digits are 3, 6, 9. So you have a 3, 9 here. So this must be a 6 and this must be a 3, 9 pair. So if you look at column 9, remaining candidates are 1 and 6. Let me write them. So they cannot be resolved yet. So this must be a 4. And 4 must be in one of these 2 cells for row 7. And 4 is not in row 4. 4 is not in row 6, column 4. So 4 would have to be here, which gives us the 4 here. And that gives us the 8 here. And which in turn gives us the 9 here, an 8 here and a 9 here. Beautiful, guys. Really nice flow to the Sudoku now, which was lacking earlier. 2, 4, 7, 3, 5, 9. Remaining digits are 1, 6, 8. So 8 cannot be in column 4 and column 5. So this is 8 and this must be a 1, 6 pair. And only one candidate left in column 6. That must be 1. So these 2 cells must be 3, 5 now. Okay, you have a 3 here, which means this must be a 5, this must be a 3, and this cannot be a 3. So for row 4, there is only one cell left, so this must be a 3 and this must be a 9. And this 3 pushes the 3 here, so this will be a 3. And only one cell left, so this must be a 1 and this must be a 9, right? Yeah, this must be a 9. So 2 cells left in box 4, which must be 5 and 7. Yeah, it must be 5, 7. Okay, so we can write these 3 cells from the extra region, right? For column 2, so those must be 1, 5 and 7, right? 1, 5, 7, 3, 4, 6, 2, 8, 9. So 1, 5, 7. So this cannot be a 7. So this is 1, 5. So we can make use of the extra region now. 2, 4, 8, 1, 5, 7. So remaining are 3, 6 and 9. So you can't have the 3 here. So this must be 6, 9. 9 cannot be in these 2 cells, which means this must be a 9. And these 2 cells must be a 3, 6 pair, right? which is going to give a flurry of digits. So this 3 resolves this 3 5 pair, and with this 6 gives us a 6 1 here, and this is going to be a 7 now, and this 3 gives us a 6 now, flurry of digits really. So this 6 gives us a 6 and 1, and 3 4 8 2 6 7, remaining are 1 5 and 9. You have a 9 here, so this is a 9, and remaining must be 1 5, right? So you have a 1 here, so this is 1, sorry, so this is 1, this is 5, and this 1 5 gives us a 7 here, which in turn gives us a 5 here and a 7 here. So this must be a 1, and this 7 helps us to resolve this 6 7 pair, and just 2 digits left now, 1 2 7 9 3 4 8. So remaining are 5 and 6. You have a 5 here, so this must be a 5 and this must be a 6. And with that we have completed this very tricky extra region Sudoku, guys, no doubt about it. So the most important step, if you ask me, was finding this triplet, and more than that, finding that this cell can only be taken by 2, and that was made possible because we narrowed down 6 to one of these two cells, because 6 cannot be anywhere here. So 6 was in one of these two cells, which in turn eliminated the 6 from here. So, and we got the digit, the only digit that can present here. It's very difficult to see, because once you write the candidates there, you will think, okay, there are 4 candidates, nothing can be done further. But if you look deeper, because of this shape, this cell is having a powerful effect on column 2, and with the help of which we were able to complete this wonderful Sudoku. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this extra region Sudoku by Akash Dulani. This was a really tricky extra region, there's no doubt about it. And if you have any particular Sudoku or puzzle, please let us know in thoughts. You can also reach us at unshackling2020@gmail.com. We'll try our best to make a Sudoku video or a puzzle video on that. Hope to see you all soon. Please like, share and comment our video. Until then, bye bye, take care.